when you know that you know it's something sooner or later that is going to happen. So you just need to prepare yourself and learn from as someone who was the captain, get the little guidelines. Because any decision that was already supposed to be taken, you have the senior players who are there, you have the assistant, and you have the captain. So you're already in that group of leaders, and you keep taking bit by bit, and it's always an issue, you know. That's why I say you have to know where you are in your society or the country you are, the mentality of your country, how people see things, how people understand things, and which is very important. Today is like this, tomorrow is going to be like that. The captainship in our country will always be moving. A debate sooner or later. The next one who is coming, it will be another debate. The next one who is coming in 10 years will be another debate. So that's how it is. And we need to, anybody who tomorrow is going to be the leader of our national team should be ready for that, because we can't take it away. You know, so there are things we just need to learn from, prepared. It comes and let it brush off like nothing.
Thank you very much. So we will take our senior student and give the last support match. Yes.
Well, fame management is something very delicate, because as soon as you become famous, your own friends or your own family can just be angry at you for nothing. So you can just wake up one morning and you said hello, but you didn't say hello well. And your friend is angry that now that you are famous.
Now that you are blaster, see how you are saying your hello.
Yeah, thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. So all these things are things you need to know that is real. And as soon as you become famous, or there is some small cash in the account, things change. People see things differently. People see you differently, and it's not just the people far from you. It starts from close to you before it gets even further. So these are things where you need to be able to manage. You know, you need to be able to manage. And how do you manage it? There is no one way that this is the road or that is the road. What is important is being yourself. What made you get there? You know, what made you get there? Keep it, because that's you. That's your philosophy. That's what you believe in. You keep what made you get to where you are, and you look at what can make me get further. Because you never have to be satisfied with the sort of fame you have. I think you want to keep growing, and most of the time in today's world, maybe in the past, no. In today's world, the more you are famous, the more money you'll be making. We're all here to work, psychology, etc., but at the end is to work and make some money for our family to live. At the end of it, that is the end goal in life. So I think in today's world, the fame comes, the money follows. So you have to be able to manage that when you get to this part, you don't be satisfied with being here. You want to get to the next level and to the next level. That's the only way you cannot get sucked down into, you know, like you say, feeling yourself and not speaking to people and
So
getting your body just to keep growing.
Now let's take our last question. And then I think your question dovetails on this very last one. Your admonition to the young athletes and the young students.
Trying to understand the reason why it's coming that way or in that sense. So it depends on what the journalists or people or fans, whatever, Twitter and all these things, social media, all depends on, you know, where is it coming from. You have to try and analyze yourself. Sometimes it's unfair, doesn't make sense. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't make sense, and sometimes they have a point. But like we say, we are human beings. In everything, there is a way to go about it. But we have to know, like we say, where we are, and we're in Ghana.
We have 33 million coaches.
So we need to be able to manage all these things that's coming with it. That doesn't mean we have to everything say amen to it, but because also we are, let's say, personalities in our country, and we want to show a good image outside, we can't be going back and front with our own people, our own media people, our own fans. So sometimes has a personality. You have to swallow things that you know is
Exactly.
completely
Emotional. Right.
It's not true, or fake news or whatever. But that's where your mental toughness comes, and you need to be able to, endure pain to smile later.
Yes.
That's my virtue.
Thank you, Dede. Now the last one that we have. Dede, Jordan, this particular picture is just about 2 weeks ago. You visited Pada. And it reminds me back to your roots. Always remember Sankofa. And this is with you and Chief Imam. Your core values: respect, generosity, mentorship. Why do you do these things? Respect for the elderly.
Say it with your full chest that indeed
The patriotism is
there
still
is
there.
patriotism in the national team, because back then with Sule, with yourself as Samajan, you can actually see when you play the shot, there's this level of
The
power.
shot comes with
Centrifugal force. There's this form of power, this form of hope when you are playing. But right now, it's like there's a shift. People are looking at different things. Can you say that the people are patriotic enough, not only for the jersey, but then the pride when it comes to wearing the Ghana Black Stars jersey? Is it really patriotism?
All right. Thank you very much, Lovia. Dede will answer that. Yes.
Good question. He has been coming around even when I come and train here. You know me, I'm always at the Legon Park.
Yes.
So when I come and train here, you hear, hey, are you people focused? Are you people hungry? Are you people, so many words. Yes, I can sit here and say that my team, the Ghana Black Stars, I know, I guarantee every Ghanaian every time, or all of you here, that we are here, that the team is patriotic. The team wants to win. We're all Ghanaians, and like you said, we are in a phase where you have different people, which you cannot change. So we cannot compare the ones you said, the players that you spoke about earlier on, and these ones, like we can't do the other way around. But what we can do is, I think, in coming up psychologically, everybody needs to understand what Ghana means, what Ghana football, means to the people of the country. So today we have a squad who is very young, who are now understanding bit by bit
Teamwork, cohesion,
everything that's coming. They started early. It's not like before, the people you said, there are people who played for Liberty Professionals, Hearts of Folk. So they played in Ghana and they left. Today, most of the players leave very early. Leave very, very early. So you get the outside, let's say the outside mentality easier. So when you come home, but you have to readapt yourself to the Accra mentality, which it is not easy. So yeah, it's
So
it's
the patriotism is still
no,
there.
the patriotism has nothing to do with the psychology side. Do you know what I mean? They are there. They want to play. If not, you won't wear the jersey. This is what I want to.
So they need more motivation,
just
more support to be focused
patience.
and get
Patience. Patience.
So
and the job
Lovia,
will be
you get
done.
a point. So they still have the same level of patriotism. Now the big one, the lamentations by who? Please, all of you, the lamentations by who? What is the first point? Can you all say it for me? And what is the next one? And Dede, how have you dealt with this? How have you dealt with this? You mentioned the millions of coaches. Petio, you are not the only sports journalist. In their rooms, they will be shooting and booting and all that. These many lamentators and coaches we have in Ghana, especially after the emotional moments when we fail to progress and all that. How have you dealt with this? You've gone through these phases.
Measures that are in place by the Ghana Football Association for the team as a whole, and not just leaving the players fend for themselves and help themselves psychologically.
Right. Thank you.
For now, there's nothing specific that is done. I think though our federation, who is there physically, etc., will try and do their best to help you. But what, like I said at the start, is what we have been speaking about lately, to try and put in some measures in place, because I believe that is very needed. And this world has become a social media world. You need to have people around to help, psychologists, good people who knows how to handle the social media, who knows how to handle your PR, not just, like you said, individually, but collectively. So to say that there are specific things in place done, that will be a lie, and I'm not going to stand here and lie in front of Ghanaians or in front of you guys. It's not true. But are measures put in place for it to be done? Yes, they are, because I'm personally aware of what is being done.
Please, let's give. So it's been beautiful. And the last question is, if you were to go back 18 years in your life, what would you possibly do different? That is the last question. So the day you answer, I know my colleague, the next class is ready with that different.
It's quite difficult to say, because I was achieving my dreams then, so there is not a lot that I can say that I would have done different. But if we're talking about why we are here, psychology, sports, science, for me it's a very important word. I think the only one thing I would have changed is coming into the national team at that age, with all the pressure around it, with my father being who he is and all that, is not trying to kill myself to please everybody. Yeah, that will be.
Please, you get a point. Don't try to please everybody. Don't try. Yes. Now my sister and my colleague lecturer says she has